like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So the Wolverines starting five. Freak in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lawson. Lewis with it. Now Smith defending, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
On defense, Michigan. Johnson kicks to Lewis, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to field a team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
The Wolverines shooting their first free throw tonight. The free throw off from Freak.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Johnson attacking. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Johnson's got his first points of the game. Here's Freak. Ferries it down low. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. Goodwin passes to Williams. And here's Hollins. Goodwin dishes to Carter. Arizona moving the ball around. They get it back.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Freak with it for the 3. Carter pulls it in. Pass to Williams. The screen from Ewing. Williams kicks to Carter. Tries from 10, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. Michigan making some changes. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
On the court for Michigan. Freak, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2 spot. Now here's Lewis. Fades back. Second chance shot. Yep, it goes. And the Wolverine lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Johnson.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
There's 1:40 left here in the first half of the game. Lawson outside. Johnson kicks to Lawson. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
The Wolverines leading by 8. Right side Jones. Ellis, that's good. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Lawson outside. That's tipped. Now here's Freak. Lawson defending. Crawford, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Now Arizona with it. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Johnson the screen. Here's Lewis. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
To the inside, Johnson. Excellent defense there from Freak. And stolen by Lawson. And the first. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lawson in at the point guard position. Nice pressure. Pressure to cause the backcourt violation.
Every time. This is a joke.
Arizona trails by 5. On the court for Michigan. Freak, he's in at point guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lawson right side. Arizona moving the ball around. Lewis passes to Mitchell. And Ellis with the block. Here's Crawford. It's hauled in by Arizona.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Johnson kicks to Lewis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Good. Smith's got his first basket.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. Now here's Freak. He's got 8. He feeds it to Wright. There's Freak. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
We've got Hollis Jefferson, and it's Landry in at the 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
The Wolverines leading by 7. Now Freak goes up the baseline. Here's Smith, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
Now here's Lewis. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lewis. That's good.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Here's Freak. Kicks it out to Jones. All alone. Here's Ellis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Cunningham is checked in for Michigan. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. We've got 1:48 left here in the second half of the game. Lawson dishes to Lewis. Puts it up from 12, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Wolverines leading by 8. Ellis right side, deflects the pass. Stolen by Mitchell. 2 on none, no one back to stop this. The shot's good from Lawson.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Ellis, and the layup is good.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Checked in for Cunningham. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second half. Lawson kicks to Lewis, and he gets the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah. He's on the money, that's no doubt.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And Michigan has possession. Arizona getting their last shot to go. Here's Freak, and Lawson with the block.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Here's Lewis. Count it!
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack. You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now. And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to C to 3 and B to 3 if that...